loves, welcome back to my channel.
Oh, you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, 'cause you.
Okay, love, so today I have a story time. Now, I just want to let y'all all know, explicit language will be in this video. This will be a cursing video. My first ever, so warning. When I tell the story, y'all gonna understand why I'm cursing, okay? All right, let's get into it. This is a story about how I went out with my friend and she ended up leaving me stranded in Kensington at 5 a.m. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, love, so I'm gonna tell it from the very beginning, which is I was at work and I got off of work at 10, and I was just like, I texted her earlier prior, like probably that morning, like, hey friend, we outside, we outside. So she was like, all right, we outside, plus my friend having something for her birthday, so we outside. So fast forward, I'm like, when we supposed to be leaving, because I was dressed at like 11:30, but we ain't leave till 1 a.m. And honestly, I wasn't about to go no more because what's open, like. So my friend finally pulled up. Her name is Mama's. She finally pulled up and she came and got me or whatever at 1 a.m. We was going to go to the place that we was originally going to, but sadly that place closed at 2. And I already mentioned it. I'm like, when we supposed to be leaving? Because don't the place close at 2? Like, and it was like 11:30, probably 12 when I asked that. So the place closed at 2. So we decided to go to happy hour, or I think that's what it's called. I forgot what it's called when you go to the club past a certain time. But anywho, we went to this club called Premier, and we met up with her cousin or her friend whose birthday it was. Now, when you young, you don't really care about what's going on as long as you having fun. But I'm the type of person with, I think. So it's just like, I need to know what's going on. I need to know who, I need to know what's going on. So once I found that information out, I felt better. It's like 4 a.m. now. Mama's drunk as shit. She's like this. I'm trying to pull her up, like, I hold her up and I'm fanning her, because I'm like, you can't be like this. Like, you the one taking us home. What are you doing? Like, you know your limit. So then you look over, her cousin, she's drunk too. She started throwing up. Now, before she started throwing up real bad, I peeked when I'm sitting in a section about to drink my drink again. I look to the left, and this throw up in the corner of the section, like the couch, like it's in the corner. So that was that. I ended up moving over or moving to another side because I can't smell throw up. My body is gonna, I know I'm not the only one. So then later on, her cousin actually started throwing up. Like, she was laying out on the couch. Yeah, I'm the type of person I need you to visualize it. So her cousin was knocked out on the thing like this. I hope y'all can see me. And then she leaned over and she was like, like, it was bad. It got to the point where I had her arm and I was pulling her arm back because she could have fell in her own throw up. She was that bad. Like, she was throwing up and she could have fell face forward in it. So I'm pulling her arm back and I'm tucking my moon boot, or not my moon boots. I'm tucking my fur boots back because she's throwing up. Like, I don't want that on my boot. So I tuck my boots back and I'm holding her. I'm like, yo, like, get her. Y'all, like, help her up. She like, help me up. Help her up. So I asked the other girl, which was one of her friends. It was a total of 3 of them, and me included would make 4. So I asked her other friend, I'm like, are we supposed to be getting Ubers or something? Because Let me know. She's like, no, her somebody coming to get us. Like, mama's called somebody coming to get us. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we started heading towards the exit of the club or whatever. I know mama's was making sure her cousin or her friend or whoever she was cool, but she damn near left the other friend that she came with. She left her back there somewhere. I was looking around because I'm like, where is she? Is she in the front? Maybe she in the front of them. We did come with 4 people, me included. So she finally started running up. She was behind this guy. He was real big. She like, excuse me. And she was running, and I grabbed her hand. I'm like, come on, girl, like, let's go. You come together, you leave together. Like, I know she was probably worried about that, but she should have still, like, checked on her other friend. I just feel like she didn't care about her friends. And this is off topic, but on topic. When we first got there, we went to our section or whatever, and we had to get our bottles and our hookah and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. I get my hookah because y'all already know I need my hook. We end up putting up our money for our bottles and stuff, and that was that. I went to go sit in the section because I'm like, all right, I guess we waiting for the bottle to come to us. Sometimes it's like that. Like, you could sit down and the bottle come to you. If not, you got to go get it. But I didn't know how it was there. So I sat down, and before I knew it, I realized I was in the section by myself. I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, all right. Maybe. I know they getting the bottle. Couple of them had to pee. I had to pee before I got in, you know, so maybe they was doing that, but I didn't care. Honestly, I'm an only child. I've always been alone. I've always been rocking alone, so I was in the section. What? Like, you would have thought I worked the section for myself, but I didn't. But back to the story. So we finally get outside, and it's this guy. I don't know the guy, but I feel like he was either mama's friend or boyfriend or one of her boos. So we outside, whatever, doing our thing. Her and her cousin, they drunk. They like, who need that?
But who need that from us though?
Nobody, babe. Nobody.
Wait, I'm a little check, but I got swap. Are you bitches? Are you bitches? Are you pussy assholes to learn that shit up?
I'm like, nobody. They like, cause what? So they doing their thing. Then once they stop doing that, I'm like, come on, y'all, like, let's get in the car. They like, we drunk, we outside. I'm like, y'all come on, like the shenanigans. The girl that she was like, who need that? She started talking to this white guy in this white truck or whatever, and I was just like, all right, but like, when we gonna leave? And that's the worst part about driving with somebody else. Like, when somebody else is the designated driver, you gotta leave when they want to leave. I hate that. I want to move when I want to move. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, we're working on it. Backtrack. So out of nowhere, mamas and the guy started arguing or whatever. I don't even know how they even got there. I really don't know. But they start arguing. So mama's like, yeah, basically telling him like, I'm not that kind of girl. I got money. He's saying a bunch of stuff out his mouth too. I started tuning them out because, like, I'm, in my own little world as well. Not one earring. And I'm just and I like my Chanel ear. I tuned them out, and I stopped hearing it. I didn't tune them out so I didn't have to hear it. I tuned them out because, one, I was drunk and dealing with my own little thing in my own little world. And two, I don't engage in men and female conflict. Meaning, I don't do that. I don't do that. If a girl arguing with a guy, I let them handle that. Like, God forbid he touch her or something though. Now, I might have to say stop, but respectfully, I can't fight the guy. So, like, that's all I have for you. But out of nowhere, mama's like, y'all let him call me a B. Y'all let him disrespect me. Y'all not right. Y'all women. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even hear him say none of that. Not even now I'm in my own world. I'm not paying attention to y'all. Who like, just sit there and watch a couple argue and stuff? Who really does that? No one. I feel like somebody if you messy, you do that. I'm not doing it. Like, so I was in my own world. But it got to the point where they started annoying me because they was just doing too much. Like, mama's like, come on, y'all, get in the car, we out. I'm like, all right, finally, we out. He get in the car. Mama's like, oh, no, y'all, get out the car. We out the car now. I'm like, he said, friend, I know, but get out the car. Like, we not getting in with him. We not in the car with him. All right, bro. So, now, he outside the car. They outside. We just talking. It got to the point where it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, you know she drunk, bro. Because he started taking what she was saying to heart. Like, oh, stop talking to me like that. Da, 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 da. And she didn't like what he was saying to her. You know you drunk and you know she's drunk. Why are y'all even entertaining with neither one of y'all saying out y'all mouths right now? So that was just pissing me off. I'm like, yo, y'all need to like figure that out for real. Like, I'm trying to go home. I'm over it. I'm so over it to the point I'm not even drunk no more. I'm mad. Like, y'all need to figure that out. They was not trying to figure that out. So eventually, the bull got out the car and started walking. Mama's like, all right, y'all, come on, get back in the car, get back in the car. I was taking my time. Matter of fact, I got in the car, but I opened the door because I had to get my phone off the roof because we was out there for a while and I had my phone on the roof. She like, come on, close the door. I'm like, I'm getting my phone. So I closed the door finally. We about to leave now. Finally, she hit me with the, oh, and she wasn't looking at me though. She was in her seat, her driver's seat, and she was like, yeah, because I shouldn't even take you home. You let him choke me, and you a black woman. Like, how you gonna let him do that? I said, who? She said, you. I said, you don't have to tell me twice, and I got right up out that car. What? Never in my life had a friend tell me that, oh, I shouldn't even take you home because of the. What? Girl, you must have forgot that Uber, Lyft, bus, all that exists. Like, you not hurting me. I got out. I said, you not hurting me. I got right out, slammed that door. I went to the corner. I pulled out transit, and I started looking for, you know, my ropes and all of that. Now it's just to the point where I'm like heated because I don't even know how to feel or what to think right now. You really told me to, not even, hold on. Let me get my words right. You really said I shouldn't even take you home because you didn't defend me. You let that man choke me. First of all, no tea, no shade. I didn't see her get choked. I didn't see nothing of that nature. Not even that. If I was to see it, I would have said stop, and that would have been all you would have got from me. What you thought I was going to try to hit the man or something? Was I supposed to hit the man or something? Again, I didn't even know what happened. So it's your word against his. And it just seems like you the type of girl that's like, he hit me, and he didn't even do nothing. Now, I'm not going to say he didn't hit her. But to my knowledge, he didn't hit her. And it just gave you drunk and you trying to start stuff. Like, she even said, like, yeah, because she said, yeah, don't touch me, nigga. Don't touch me, nigga. Yeah, because you already had to go to court for choking me before. Da, 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 da. So that blew my mind because this is what y'all do. This is what you do. You do domestics. You like, bro, like, don't irk me, bro. So, long story short, because that pissed me off. Like, she really thought I was supposed to be like, what, I was supposed to beat the man up or something. And again, I didn't see it happen. So I don't know what you talking about. So that was that though. Like, the minute she said she shouldn't take me home, I got right out her car. Mind y'all, this is a fresh friend. Like, me and Mamas just became friends probably like in like March, maybe end of February. I want to say the end of February. Yeah. We just became cool. Every now and then we would ride around, go get some ice cream or water ice. We would chill, go get some little coolers, you know, drink, try to find some vibes, you know, hang. I thought she was going to be a real good girls, like a real good, you know, I thought she was going to be cool. Long story short, she's 20, turning 21. That should have been a red flag. But in my mind, she's 20. So that's all that mattered for me. I'm not partying with no 19-year-old, though. I'm going to let that be known. But, I just thought maybe she would have just a little head on her shoulder. But I don't know why I thought that. That was so childish and immature, the whole situation. You going back and forth with this guy about nothing. Then you saying he hitting you and all of that. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Why she called the cops on the guy? She called the cops twice. Twice. They never showed up, but she called them twice. I was like, yo, like, she really doing the most. Like, this is crazy. And this is all at like 4:35 in the morning. This is crazy. So once I get out the car and slam the door, I started looking up the transit. She peeled off. When I say peeled off, y'all, peeled off. I was like, wow, like that bitch really left me. Like that me. Like, and some bitches think when you call them a bum, that mean they don't got nothing. No, I called you a bum because of your mentality. I never met nobody like that. And you're a female. Regardless of the situation, you left me at the, like, on, I don't even know where I was, but I knew I was in Kensington. I was in, like, the beginning part, like, before you get to, like, before you start going to Aramingo. That's where I was. But mind you, it's 5 in the morning. I don't know what buses is running out here. I don't know if the bus even running. All I can say is I hope bro is okay. No tea, no shade. I'm gonna say I hope he okay because he was out there stranded too. Regardless of if he hit her or whatever he said, I didn't hear none of it. So to me, you innocent until proven guilty. She's guilty because she just like pointing fingers, doing this, doing that. Mind you though, she's drunk though. So it just give like this is drunk energy. Like this is doing too much. But at the same time, a drunk man tell no tales. But anyway, y'all, I ended up walking up the block and I started crying because I just really couldn't believe that that happened to me. Like she really left me stranded 5 in the morning because I supposedly didn't defend her when she got choked. Again, I didn't even see it. Then a quick thing before, you know, I get into more of how I felt. Before she peeled off, she was like, thank you to her other friend in the back that was in the back seat or whatever. Thank you because da-da-da-da-da. Basically like for sticking up for her, I guess. My whole thing is, you so drunk, you don't even know who the she was talking to the white man in the truck. We're not about to do that. But I could care less because me personally, if I was that girl, I would have cut mamas off too, regardless of how long we was friends or whatever. Because if you could let some girl out like that in the middle of the night, what you gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me? Your friend. What you gonna do to me? I was so in distraught, y'all. Like, I was crying, but I really couldn't let myself cry. Like, it was one of those, like, quick joints, but that was it. That was it. Like, I even met a crackhead. She was like, hi, do you know where I could go to da-da-da? I don't even know what she said, so I'm going to just say da-da-da. I was so in distraught. She was like, do you know how to get there? Because I'm not too smart. You know, I'm not too smart. I was like, no, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know how to get there. She was like, you cute, though, by the way. Your boots is cute. I said, thank you. She made me feel better. I ended up walking up the street. I ended up catching the 60 that was going towards Allegheny, and I got off the 60 on, like, I don't know, I want to say Henry Ave, Huntington, and I was going to catch the 32, but the 32 didn't start running till 7 a.m., and I was so upset because it was 5:45, but it was good luck I was close enough to my home, or at least I knew where I was now, so I started walking home, and I made it home at 6 a.m., and all I can say is thank God for making sure I made it home safe. You know, like, because anything could have happened to me. And that's what hurt me as well. Like, regardless of how she felt, whatever went down, I still expected a call or text or something. Like, you know, you really left me out here. You didn't care if I lived or died. That hurt me real bad. And this is crazy because this is somebody that I thought was going to be my friend. Like, I thought you was supposed to be my friend. Like, and you end up doing that to me. I called out work and everything, y'all, because I couldn't go. Like, I couldn't go. I had just got in the house an hour ago, and my mindset just wasn't there. Like, I couldn't go. I couldn't go at all. So I just set that day out, and that was my day. And that was the story time, guys. Like, I don't know her real name, and I feel like that was probably the point where That's probably a good thing, but I mean, I know her nickname, and I still can't believe that mamas did that to me. Like, that was crazy. Really stranded, like, really stranded, y'all. Like, if my phone wasn't on, I wouldn't have made it home, because I didn't know where I was. Like, I'm low-key about to get emotional again now, because it just really was scary, low-key. Like, it's dark. I don't know where I am, and I'm out here. Like, I was going to wear heels to the lounge, y'all. Thank God I didn't, because I ended up walking home from a certain point. Like, I couldn't imagine, because I would have been barefoot, and long story short, guys, watch who you call your friends, okay? And pay attention to the signs, because a lot of people show you that they not good friends, or they not meant to be your friend, just off of the first impression, you know. I don't know. Again, I just thought maybe she was cool. When I first met her, she was cool. When I met her again, she was cool. When I met her again, she was cool. When I met her again, she was cool. So I just don't understand how all of a sudden. But thank God I'm safe. I'm good. And yeah, I just learned my lesson from that. Just call it for what it is. EK, I'm putting it in God's hands now. I'm trying not to worry about the situation no more. Nothing of the nature, you know, nothing. But if you really wanted to, I'm here, babe. Never been scary, never was like that. But that was my story time, guys. I hope you liked it. Cause I know it was juicy, it was tea. Yeah, I'm gonna have more story times, more things coming for you. But this is just, you know, to let y'all know a quick little update of what's been happening. And that was Saturday, okay, y'all? This is Tuesday, I'm making the video. That was Saturday, I'm still, yeah, all right. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, or you have any comments or whatever, let me know right down there below. If you want to see anything, let me know, okay? Bye, loves.